would you say your celebrity lookalike is?
Me?
Yes.
I feel like Eugene Levy if he was method, like if he was like method acting for like a Middle Eastern role.
Yeah.
You know?
And on that note, welcome to the Kind of Late show because it's not super early, but it's not very late. It's
kind of late.
Kind of.
Wow, I didn't even
sort of late,
sort
a
of late,
little
kind
bit
of
late. It's
Oh,
like
that's fun.
maybe catch the news late, or forget the news. It's all bad. Just watch us. Anyway, I am here with your third serving of fresh rice comedians, Nick Fernandez.
Hi.
Hi. And Marie Sato.
Hi.
Did I say your name right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty
See,
What's pretty much what's like the proper how does your mom say it?
I think she says Soto. Yeah, Soto.
Yeah.
So, see,
it's
another guest name.
Mine's fun because no one ever says it properly.
Yeah.
Like not even us. We say Fernandez.
Yeah.
That's like it's supposed to be like because it's a Portuguese name.
Yeah.
It should be like Fernandes.
Oh, Fernandez.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to put like the lisp on it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh.
No one does that, so please don't.
So John, if you see Nick on the street, just
Yeah.
well, actually,
Yeah.
don't call you by your whole name. That's weird.
Yeah, it is. It is. No one ever really calls me by my full name. Because whenever I meet people, my name's Nicholas, but like I give people the option. You can call me Nicholas or you can call me Nick.
Yeah.
And no one has ever chosen Nicholas.
Yeah. Well, shall we do it today?
Yeah.
So Nicholas Fernandez, Nick Fernandez, Fernandez.
Yeah.
He's a Toronto-born, ethnically ambiguous comedian who is technically Asian. Explain.
Well, here's the thing. I'm doing a taping with you guys for an Asian comedy showcase, and I don't look it. I could look kind of out of place, but I am technically Asian because I'm half Indian and half Italian, and India is in Asia. You didn't know that, so that was a fun conversation that I had with Bong. I messaged him. I'm like, hey, do I count?
Do I count?
Congratulations, Nick.
You count, Nick.
Jimmy Jimenez says Fernandez be Spanish. You know what, Jimmy? Just for you, I'll be Spanish.
Yeah.
That's all it needed.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Actually, is it Jimmy Jimenez or Jimmy Jimenez?
I feel like it depends, right? Like it
Yeah.
depends on where you're living.
Jimmy, can you answer that if that's Jimenez or Jimenez? Okay.
Yeah.
So Marie, at the end there, Soto, is I want to start with she does her own stunts. I know that's the very last line of your bio, but for some reason that always intrigues me. I've seen your bio a few times.
Yeah.
But she's a comedian. She actually does improv stand-up as well as sketch comedy. Can you expand on you do your own stunts?
Yeah, I do my own stunts. I fight my own bad guys. I actually did adult gymnastics for a while.
Did you?
Yeah, it was fun, and like I was just like I like
good.
rock climbing and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't exercise at all, but I'll like I do my own stuff. Stand up is a stunt. Comedy is stunt work.
Can we take a pause for a second before we
let's
get to the
pause.
rest of your bio?
Yeah.
And let's just take a sit on the island that is adult gymnastics.
Yes.
That's I understand what the concept is it's gymnastics for adults, but the name adult gymnastics kind of feels like a highfalutin way to refer to porn.
Yeah, you know what? I think that was a euphemism.
Yeah. It sounds like someone like with a British accent saying like, well, I was consuming my adult gymnastics.
So, Jimmy has pronounced C.
Yeah.
Oh, Lorna is weighing in on the pronounced with an H, if I'm not mistaken. Jimmy has kept us in the dark. We still don't know if it's Jimenez or Jimenez. Hello, Lorna. Hello, Renato. Hi. And all the other viewers that are shy. If you are here, press a like. We won't see your name, so don't worry. Because I know people are worried about that. Someone just told me, hit a heart if you really love us. A like if you're like on the fence, but we'll get you to love us.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Any of the celebrities watching that have been our secret admirers.
Yes.
Just
we're here for you.
Get that part, you know?
Yeah. watching us because she's like, "What's this little show on Facebook called Kind of Late?" You know what? You all will regret it if Beyonce's watching it. And I've mentioned her twice on the show, and one day it'll reach her. Just you wait.
Jimmy weighed in. Sounds like Jimenez. So it is the soft J.
Ah, it is the soft J, Jimmy. Okay, so Nick, let's start with you. So how long have you been doing stand-up?
I think at this point it is 14 months. Yeah, 14 months. November 6th, 2018 was my first time on stage.
Wow.
But I am half Italian, so I've been performing at dinner tables all my life.
14 months. You said that like how when people say my baby's like 14 months.
Well, just all these I Heart Joke Awards things are up, which I will not win. Everyone was posting like how long have you been doing it, so that I had to do the math for that.
Oh,
that's why it's
so 14 months.
Yeah.
And so you actually took like level 1 at Second City, right?
Yeah. I say yes and no, like kind of, because typically you take the course, you do like the lot of classes, and then you at the end of it you do a recital, basically.
Right.
Like taking any other class, right? I didn't really follow the curriculum. I went to my first class, and then that night I went to my first open mic. And then by the time the end of the course came, I had taught myself more than what was covered in the course, right? So, yes and no.
Yes. Yeah, that was a nice promo for Second City.
Yeah. Hey, it's great. I'll say that I'll be completely transparent. If you are terrified of like people looking at you and being on stage, it's a great way to enter it because you slow roll into that.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that paralyzing fear of being on stage and you do feel like you want to do it, just do it.
Or if you do stunts like Maureen, you can just roll.
Just start with a backflip. Don't work up to it. Just immediately jump as hard as you can.
That's what I always say. I'm like, people are like, oh, I'm gonna wait until this, and I'm like, if you wait, you're just gonna keep making excuses to it. You just jump into stuff. Like, not everything. Don't ever quote me on that. Not everything, but some things, just jump into it. That's what I think. Marie, did you take it at Second City? Because you've been doing improv since high school.
Yeah. Improv, like, it's been a while. Like, I started in high school, and then I was on and off, and then after university, and then I did like a couple of classes. The drop-in classes at like Second City and back on, and then I did Improv 101 back when St. Catherine's Visual Theater.
Yeah.
Throwback. And then stand-up, one of my friends just like invited me to a show at Gladstone, and she was like, if you do 10 minutes, I can pay you, and I was like, done. And then it's like it was nice because like my siblings were there, and like I don't know, I think I talked about like just growing up and stuff, and it worked out. So
it was a call of money.
It wasn't. You know what? Some people say they do it as a calling. I did it for money.
Yeah, it's funny because we're all exchanging looks because it's not like stand-up pays.
No.
Pays.
I mean,
but improv doesn't.
No, it really doesn't. Although actually, the most money I've made in comedy came from improv.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were the opposite?
Well, I made the most money in doing comedy, but it was all in one shot because I did improv in university, but I don't do it often because it's hard because you need to form a team. You need to have people to do it with, right? And just being and then stand up is all individual. It's just you're doing your own thing. So it's very different communities that you're trying to crack into, and you have to kind of allot the time to either or both. And I don't know how you balance the two, because for me, I'm addicted to the stage and the attention, and so. Improv is completely different, where you have to share that space, right? You have to. It's not about you; it's about what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas stand-up, it's like, no, I am what I'm doing. But yes, I did a corporate thing, and I got paid a lot of money to do terrible improv.
So I asked.
It was terrible because two people didn't show up because they got in a car accident, so we did 2-man improv by ourselves. It was awful.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was bad.
So have you done improv since then or no?
Yeah, I've done it I don't know, maybe once every 3 weeks or so. But
Yeah.
then I was on that Out Out Play Out Laugh
Oh,
competition
yeah.
thing, season
Yeah.
2, and that was awesome. If you guys get a chance to go see the third season whenever they put it out, amazing shows, incredible because they have all these different types of comedians coming together to contribute to one thing.
Yeah.
And so you get like the mishmash is so wonderful.
Yeah.
And so I got to work with amazing people.
Oh,
And I made it way popular.
That's good. I have not done improv. I asked a couple of guests when they do several types of performing arts. It's kind of like a sick comparison, but do you guys know the movie Sophie's Choice? Just to pick the babies.
Yeah.
It's awful. I have to change that.
I made it up until this point in my life without knowing what the reference to Sophie's Choice meant. I'm a cinephile like an armchair cinephile.
Yeah.
But I've never seen Sophie's Choice, and I understand that the reference that means it's a very difficult choice to make.
Yeah.
Up until right now,
Yeah,
didn't know
so-
they have to pick a baby.
Yeah, it's
Spoiler
very.
alert for
I should probably
anyone
change that
who
because I.
hasn't seen it.
Yeah, I feel very insensitive, but I have to think about what analogy I'll use. But the whole point is, if you had to pick, I know for you, because you do sketch, improv, stand up. If you had to pick just one, and that was it, to like go forward with. Which one would it be?
I like that you're amping up the drama here.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you deciding?
Yeah.
Like I feel at home in stand up, and I've been doing that more so than I've been doing improv. Like people will invite me to do shows for improv, and I'm a part of the sketch troupe. But yeah, like I like doing stand up. Like I feel like it suits me better, and like in the world of improv, like they're both great in different ways.
Yeah.
It's like I've had more fun with
Stand up.
Sketch is the middle ground, right? In between the two.
I feel like it's like
the
the
baby.
Frankenstein of all three of them.
Oh,
Together.
yeah.
Like
Really?
if we were to
Because you
make
can monologue hard in sketch, right?
you can and
Yeah.
that's basically stand up. Like
Right.
I've written sketches that are purely just like a stand up kind of rant, but
With reactions.
it's like more so putting you on a character or like playing up like your how you normally would act.
Yeah.
And then like it's more about the showmanship instead of your delivery of the
So for those of you who don't know what sketch is,
Hi, Kasha. Hi,
It's,
Matt Brad, who
Oh,
was
let's-
one of my partners in a class I took in like second year and haven't seen or third year and haven't seen since. I can't believe you're watching. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Gina Siva, who was on here the first on New Year's Day, and hello, Dee. Hello, Vong. Vong Show is the producer of Fresh Rice and Rice. Hey, Vong. Vong is here next week. If you want to meet the producer, we love him.
Vaughn is our guardian angel.
Can you just give a heart for Vong? I'm going to do one right now. Like,
Hearts for
honestly,
Vaughn.
this
Hearts
is
for Vaughn.
yeah.
Hearts
This
for
is
Vaughn.
Vong Show. If you do not know who that is, check him out.
He
Like,
is
honestly,
the spokesperson for gay, super cute Asians.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Shar. Hello, Maria. So I'm gonna put this question up front. No, you know what? I'll save that question. I actually want to get into you guys because I want everyone to know a little.
Is that a hashtag Me Too?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
depends how you take it.
Yeah.
It depends how.
Yeah, that's
Lost
right.
my train of thought. I want people to get to know the Fresh Rice comedians because we're special.
Yes.
We're very special. So I do vid chats with every guest before they come on. And when I was talking to Nick, he doesn't stop thinking. You literally there was thought, and it's like could finish, and then there was another thought.
I'll say this: our vid chat was supposed to be 15 minutes. It went about an hour and
It was-
25.
It was and it was like I gotta go now because I don't even remember what I had to do. But it was just so many things going on in there, Nick.
Yeah.
Underneath that luscious hair.
Yes. This helmet protects other people from my thoughts. It's like an insulation to make sure that it doesn't get out.
Yeah, it's a picture. It doesn't matter. And is that why you got into stand up? Because I would find
Yeah,
Really help
it's
it.
kind of like this is. I'm gonna say something that make you sound bad, but like most things in my life have come easy.
Yeah.
Whether it be schooling or learning anything difficult.
Yeah.
I can usually pick it up really quickly, or if I devote the time to it. Stand-up's the first thing that's never not hard, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Like every time I get on stage, I'm like, as I get better, it's like
It just
I
flows out
get
of you.
more confident in my skills. But every time you get on stage, like you guys can vouch for this, you never know how it's going to go, and that weird floaty feeling you have when it starts to go bad, that's also fun. That's also a fun
Floaty
feeling.
feeling.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
The
I
out of
wish I
body.
could just
The out of
die
body, yeah.
and rise up. Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
time slows down, and then you kind of see yourself in that moment
Yeah.
as it's happening, and
Yeah.
you're just like, they hate me, and it's just different. It's a different feeling.
Yeah. It's so yeah. It's
Do you guys have that feeling though? I feel like it might be different for women and men on stage. Like, do you feel like crowds hate you when it goes bad?
no.
Or is it like more of like they feel sorry or they feel like bad for you? Like for me, like because I do cut like sometimes an intimidating figure.
Yeah.
And stuff with my intensity. Like I feel like if I'm not doing well, people just like, oh, we hate you now.
I feel like sometimes I know if a crowd's gonna like my set or jokes. Like I always think they're not gonna like this joke, and it amuses me that to get either no reaction or they're like whatever. Like I don't know what she's talking about. So I don't know. It doesn't. It phases me a little bit, but at the same time it amuses me because I know you predict what your crowd's gonna do for you.
Yeah.
Hey Anna.
I feel more joy after like a really, really bad bomb than I do after a really
Really? Well, that's a little.
Well, because I think what it is I've had this discussion actually with one of my buddies, Dino Letzis.
Hey Dino.
The genetic marvel. Look him up, he's hilarious. We were talking about this, and we kind of pinned it down a little bit too. It's your worst fear, right? Like as a stand-up is like it going terribly. And so when you come out the other side of that and you're like still alive, it's like, oh, like I made it, like it's the thing I was dreading the most.
Yes.
But now that it's happened, I'm still okay.
You're still okay.
Yeah. And so like that realization is fun.
Stand-up comedy life lessons.
Yeah. Yeah. I just realized how wide I look, by the way. Like
You don't look wide on my phone, by the way. So Marie.
Yes.
I want to first of all, my fellow Filipino Canadian. I know what Filipinos in the house, and yes, Nick too. Nick is not Filipino. Nick is.
I appreciate your food.
Thank you. Yes, our food. So we were talking about Filipino food.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Filipino dish?
I think like the one I've had the most often, one of my housemates during university. Shout out to Christian, he's not mine. But he used to make an incredible adobo chicken. But he was also like he liked to cook like a bunch of like fusion stuff, like different types of Asian cuisines.
Yeah.
So I can't say I've had like a lot of Filipino specific, but because he would just like throw things together. But it had that foundation of Filipino.
Yeah, yeah. Marie, you said adobo too, right?
Yeah, adobo. Yeah.
Adobo chicken. It's like 3 ingredients.
It's 3
tangy
ingredients.
and sweet though.
I know. Yeah.
It's really rich. It's really heavy. It's really bad for you.
So
What are those rolls though?
Oh, lumpia.
Lumpia. Oh my god, I take it back. Lumpia is the shit.
You said the same thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and sikagami, which is it's like a
sour
soup.
Yeah.
It's just a good one.
Anna says hello, babes. And sorry.
Hello.
I'm gonna say it how she's.
Yeah.
Hello.
We have agreement here about adobo. Hello, Karen Carrington. Love you too. Thanks. Bomb laughs guaranteed. That's right. Laughs guaranteed at fresh rice and rice.
Yes.
Rice is just funny.
A quick call to action if you guys want to put in the comments of your favorite Italian dishes, and then I'll tell you whether or not you're right.
Yeah.
after we get.
We'll call that fresh pasta.
Fresh pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, fresh
Yeah.
pasta.
Filipino dishes also.
Yeah, those two.
Desserts.
Yeah.
Desserts, yeah. So, okay, Filipino dishes now. So you adobo, yeah. So we're all in agreement in that. And they're like basics, I feel like. But in your home, do you have like typical Filipino stuff? Like there's a big wooden spoon and fork that some families have, like last summer. Or
We didn't
those
have
things.
that. We had the. I actually was talking about this with my partner, and I was like, yeah, when I got home from after school, like I just had my karaoke machine and I would switch it on, and like that was what I would do, like after school every day when after my cartoon lineup. And I was like, didn't you have like a karaoke? He's like, is that a thing that people have? And I was like, I assumed like all my aunts and uncles, like they had a karaoke machine, or they had the Magic Sing mic.
Yes.
Where you can preload songs on it and dial in whatever song, and you can just sing, and the mic will score you on how good you sing, and that was like with all that like mic training and karaoke, I cannot sing. I cannot sing to save my life.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Here's the thing about like that's a Filipino stereotype, right? Like,
Yeah.
You guys love karaoke,
We do.
and I thought that was like yeah, it's a stereotype. It's not real,
Yeah.
right? And then the first time I went to Christian's parents' house was for his birthday, right?
Yeah.
And I walk into this house, and there's literally 18 people in their living room doing karaoke.
Yeah.
And then another 10 playing Mario Kart. And I was like, what do you like? Did you plan this for me? Like
Yeah,
you were
it's
like,
not a joke.
you wanted this to be the full Filipino experience.
Yeah, we
And
take
then
our karaoke
And
seriously.
then I just watched people play their Nintendo Switch
Yeah.
and do their karaoke while I was eating lumpia.
It's you can't ever leave. You won't. You'll leave entertained, and you'll leave full in a Filipino household.
Yeah, there's no option of not eating.
There's
like
no
they'll
option.
push food on you.
Like a pusher
Like,
until
It's
they check your cholesterol at the door, and if it's not high enough, they won't let you eat. They'll feed you.
What's the name of that alcohol though? That's like it's a low alcohol percentage, but it's and then they do like shots of it.
I don't know. What is that?
It's not soju. It's like it's not similar to that. It had.
We have a beer.
You know what? I'm gonna text him right now.
He's
I'm
gonna text Christian. Christian,
Yeah,
you're tuning in no
The
matter
only reason
what
I
you.
asked is because
matter what.
I went to his birthday party, and then that night, like everyone started to go to bed, and then I stayed up until 4:30 in the morning with his brother and his dad, just like murdering drinks the entire night, just talking.
San Miguel. Are you talking about the beer? No.
No, if it's shots, then there's that type of like a coconut.
Oh,
or something.
okay.
Yeah, and I heard it was gross.
Oh, well.
This was good.
So,
Yeah.
So but there's this thing. Did you ever experience like lechon? So lechon is basically a roasted pig. And have you ever had the experience of someone walking into like your party and there's like a pig there? Just
Yeah. At Christmas, like my
My answer
housemate.
just matter of fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
Just
I had
make
a
up a table.
karaoke machine right after school. Yeah.
It was like my partner and my housemate came over for Christmas, and then I think they just didn't realize that it would be the full pig, and it was, and they really liked it. It was really good, and it's also really bad for you. Like,
Yeah.
this is like-
Apple in the mouth?
No,
Oh no, apple. Wasn't that?
but it had the sauce.
The sauce, yeah. Yeah, sorry vegans. That's how Filipinos roll. Have you ever seen that at Christian's house?
No, I've actually only went there a couple of times. I don't think he's watching right now, but he's the type of guy that he's the type of friend where you're really close to him, and then he would get a girlfriend and then tell off the first of the year, right? And then he'd come back, right? And then so now he's got a girlfriend that he's been with for a while, so I haven't seen him in months.
Congratulations, Christian.
Good for you, man.
Christian mingle.
Well,
It's just hard. Yeah. He's very devoted, right? I can't fault him for that. You know?
Yeah.
I guess we filled that emotional void in his life, and we that's the function.
Well,
And I'm fine
maybe
with
he'll
that
invite you
function,
to
right?
like a big Filipino wedding.
Yeah.
And then
Hopefully.
you can get at the buffet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can
I want to compare it
see
to
that
big
pig.
Italian weddings.
Yeah, you can see that pig.
Yeah, I doubt you guys drink as heavily as the Italians.
Well, okay, so Nick,
Yeah.
you, all I have here is notes about how your brain doesn't stop. It's like literally like a 5 bullets.
Yeah.
But you actually first went to McMaster to become a doctor.
Yes. I was a huge fan of Grey's Anatomy growing up. That's not a joke. That's just real.
Is it because of what's her face?
Ellen Pompeo.
Yeah.
Meredith Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like I was one of those like the smartest kids type of thing in my high school, and then my parents like pushed me to be as successful as I could be, and I was also bullied a lot. So the one thing that I had control over and excel in was academics. Right?
Yeah.
So I threw myself into that, and then when you're going down that track, you're either going to become a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. Right?
Yeah.
Those three things. And, like I hated physics.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't stand sitting and writing for that long. So I took glory off the table, even though I was good at it. Right?
Yeah.
My English teacher was very upset that I wasn't taking English from university, and then so that left doctor, and then I went to university and went into life sciences. And was planning on that track, and then second year rolled around, and I realized I fucking hate learning about plants.
Yeah.
And so I switched my major into something way easier, actuarial and financial mathematics.
And now he's part of Fresh Price.
And now I'm doing stand-up.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Trevor, who's just joined us. By the way, if you're watching, there's in the left-hand corner, you can see there's a share. Share it with your friends, your family, your
cousin Clay.
Your neighbor, your doctor.
You know, it's funny. My cousin Clay is watching right now, and he was actually at the Raptors game where Russell Peters was there.
Oh.
And he sat next to Russell Peters.
Oh.
So he's got a picture with Russell Peters.
Cool. Send it to Russell Peters.
Yeah. Clay,
Okay.
ask him if I can open for him.
Yeah. No big thing. Just
it's
casually.
easy.
Hey, Nick Fernandez.
Speaking of high school, hi Alex Denesi.
Okay. So now you're doing stand-up because doctor just didn't cut it for you.
Yeah. Well, I really wanted to disappoint my mom, so
Yeah.
stand-up's the way to do it.
What about your dad? Is he?
He's super proud of me for challenging myself. They just both had the fear that I wouldn't get a real job and then be financially destitute.
Yeah.
But I now I do have a day job, so
Oh, well,
their worries are assuaged. So
yeah.
Now they're excited.
But
about
did
my
they
stand-up.
say this is just your hobby then?
My mom calls it says it's a quote unquote good hobby. My dad kind of recognizes that it's a passion. But
Yeah.
But he's excited for me, but he's also a realist.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, that's great, but you need to set yourself up for success in
Yeah.
life, not just for this. So
Yeah.
they're very much yes, focus and be successful in your day job as well as you can do this.
Yeah. So basically, just work 24 hours around the clock.
Yeah, I'm very tired right now.
Yeah. So wait, Marie.
Yeah.
You do all those things too. You must be tired too, because you're doing improv stand-up.
I do that, but I also I'm part of working with an arts collective, and then there's nothing in performing arts, so it's all the way for that. And then I'm also working with other community arts organizations and collectives. So it's not. I mean, I keep busy, but yeah, I don't think
You
my
have,
mom's disappointment. I don't think doctor was ever in the options for me because I did art, and then I graduated in international development studies. So yeah, I did art stuff like sculpture, and then all the other painting and drawing.
Yeah.
And then I did a metalworking class with this school because then
Oh.
I did
Wow.
Like,
Look
can
at
you
you.
blacksmith?
I know how well just simple pencil weld.
Marie Soto knows how to weld.
Yeah.
Look
Wow.
at that.
Yeah.
So
I
now
did how many
you're
ships?
making those Asian welders masks make sense.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Oh,
Like
I know you're talking
our
about the
masks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
My mom calls them welders masks because she used to teach at a school in Markham.
Yeah.
And that's what all she would see all of the time, right? So it got to a point where she didn't even notice them anymore.
Yeah.
Right? And they're when you look into a car and someone and then you have an interaction with someone, you look in the car and you can't see their face at all.
Yeah.
Like, you can't see the whites of their eyes. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's like it's jarring.
Yeah,
Right?
it is. It is jarring.
Well,
it is.
especially
Yeah.
when it comes to like a four-way stop.
Yeah.
You want to look at the other person
Yeah.
and see the whites
You're
of their
talking about
eyes.
that visor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
My mom has one.
Like the half visor, like the
No,
The,
they
you know
have-
that one
they
that
have one
comes
that,
all
like-
the way down?
It almost looks
You
like.
haven't
Have you ever
seen
seen
it?
like a poker dealer, like how they have the
Yeah.
visors on?
I
It's like that, but
the
flipped down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just want to say, Trevor asked, "Are you doing any stand-up anytime soon?" Well, funny you should ask, Trevor, because all three of us are going to be in Fresh Rights, which is an all-Asian new comedians showcase on January 24th, which is Chinese New Year. So go buy your tickets. There's a discount code. You can use any of our names. It's first name, last name. That is why I have all Fresh Rights comedians from the 1st of January until January 22nd, leading up to show on the 24th. So yes, Trevor,
And I can
This
speak.
is-
We just did a rehearsal run
we
through
just did a
earlier this week.
rehearsal. Yeah.
And this is the show to come to because those are some murderous steps.
Yes.
Right. And,
Yeah.
and we did a run through in the worst conditions too.
We-
Right. Right. Like normally stand up, you want to have an audience. Right. And that's kind of key.
Yeah.
But we did a run through where it was just other comedians.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
usually that's just never great because comedians are just thinking about their own stuff.
Yeah,
right?
or we laugh on the inside, or don't laugh at all.
Or like
Yeah.
this, like it's a ubiquitous joke for like how do comedians laugh at other comedians' jokes? Like that's all you get,
just
right?
like
You get a
can you
sniff.
do that again?
Because you're like that's
It's so
that's all it
true.
is, right?
It's true. Yeah, yeah.
And
Do you
so
watch comedy anymore? Either of you?
it's yes,
No?
yes, but I'm more choosy with it now.
Yeah, so
Like
not for
before,
enjoyment?
for enjoyment,
Yeah.
but like before I would just watch any special that would come out. I would put time into it.
Yeah.
But now it's like if it's someone I don't know, I'll give them like 10 minutes. I'll give them like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and if they're not, if
And
I'm
you're
not
just like
enjoying
this.
myself, if I'm not enjoying myself after that, I'm like I don't want to end
Yeah.
up hating this person
Yeah.
for having wasted my time in the special. So if
Yeah.
I'm a fan of them, I'll watch it. But other
Yeah.
than that, I'll try them out before I tempt them.
Yeah. What about you?
live shows. I don't know. I don't really go either. I feel like I'm at work. Like it feels
Yeah.
weird to be like back in an office. I'll go if it's like my friends that
Yeah,
I want to support, or
support.
if it's like I'm having a bad day. But it's like if I go, I really like you.
What about at home? Do you watch like Netflix specials?
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. Not as much as I used to.
Me too.
I used to, well, like when I was a kid though, like I remember like some of my first like specials I would listen to on cassette tape. It was Chris Rock
Set
in
tape.
my teenage bedroom,
Yeah.
and I had to know the time of when it was gonna air on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
I would press record, and then when there was a break, I'd stop it, and then it was like, and then I remember just like cradling my radio and like, listening to like the laughs,
Chris
and I was like, yeah, and I was like, I never thought I'd be doing this, but yeah, I was
Really,
like,
eh?
Chris Rock was, yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess how would you know? Teenage you wasn't like, I don't want to do stand
I thought it was gonna be hard, so this is funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did teenage Marie want to do? Because you went to be a doctor. That's, yeah.
You're doing pretty
Yeah.
good.
Dr. Funny.
Yeah.
There you go, your new moniker.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams, yeah.
What were you saying? Yeah. Oh, you're asking what
I
I
was asking,
Does Fundador sound right?
What?
As the liquor.
oh, the liquor. Oh, I don't know. If there's any Filipinos watching,
Yeah.
Does
Let me
Fundador sound
know.
right? It's like a lower like alcohol percentage, but it's higher than wine, but less than like a spirit.
oh, I don't know. I'll have to try it
I don't know. It was really
Yeah.
good. And I
Maybe
drank
we'll
all
bring
night.
it.
It was awesome.
for fresh rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not while we're performing the fall.
Yeah.
After. So you
I'm
wanted to
definitely
be
bringing
what?
a bottle.
I think I wanted to do art stuff, and I didn't have a clear idea. Actually, no, I had a thing where I pitched this idea to my mom, which was really smart when I was a teenager. I was like, hey, so like I want to travel the world. I want to go to university.
Yeah.
I got it all figured it out. You want to drop me some cash? And I was like, I just want to live. I just want to experience. Like I don't want to like be confined by society's rules. And then I ended up going to art school.
Yeah.
And then I graduated in international development studies, which people know to be, is made famous by Angelina Jolie, philanthropist.
She might be watching.
Yeah, she probably is.
Is.
What does she have to do?
Oh, take care of those how many kids she has? Like, I know. Pax,
like
Max. What are
Real
the
question
names
for a
are?
second. Do you think she actually raises her kids?
I wouldn't.
Or do you think? I
I'm
feel
sorry,
like
kids.
I feel like she parents like a business manager.
Yeah, I mean,
Like she's like, okay, this is like our business plan. This is what we want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And then she hands it to someone, and then they do that.
I mean, I parent like a drunk sailor, so I don't know which is better. Yeah,
What's that about?
I just,
all right, Jack Sparrow.
I'm like, because you know why? Because I have one that's way older and then one that's younger.
Okay, it's Brandy El Fundador. That sounds right. That's right. Thank you, D. Andre. You.
Wow.
That was gonna
Someone
bother me
is
all
very
night.
very well versed in their alcohol. I'm concerned.
That's great.
Trevor says cassette tape. Wow, that was around the time we were kicking it. Yeah. Well, maybe you, Trevor. I was a lot younger. That's not true.
It was like when the cassettes were still there, but they were phasing it out, and we were getting like CDs.
Yeah,
and
like when you borrowed it from the library.
The CDs.
Yeah.
No, like I had my own. You could burn you could burn your own CDs from like Napster and LimeWire.
Did you have a Discman?
Yeah, I did.
I still have mine.
Yeah, I had the one that went on like that would clip on.
Yeah.
And then it had like the shock absorber, so you could like walk with it and it wouldn't skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work. So I wanted. There's one important question that I want to ask after we do this little game segment. But let's do this little game segment, and in honor of the two people here who have done improv, it's called. Wait, what's the name of that game again? I've already forgotten.
Word at a time.
Word at a time. So basically, we're going to give ourselves what 30 seconds.
I don't know. You just go like the way I play. You just go in a row. Everyone takes a turn saying a word. You just trying to make a story make sense that's interesting.
Okay,
but
so
we
then,
each do a word.
So then maybe we'll go 3 times around, and then hopefully we have like a coherent. Okay, let's go. Let's start with Marie. Wait, we have to theme it though because it is fresh rice, and we are, Asians. So let's try and direct ourselves so that we make this story. Parallel to that.
Yeah.
Angelina is watching.
Angelina.
Right. Yeah. And Brad.
Yeah. And Brad too.
Yeah. So, anything themed along, right?
Yeah. Let's try.
Okay. Yummy.
Wontons.
Stay.
Over.
And
Easy.
4.
Eggs.
And
A
skyscraper.
There you go. Let's try this faster though. No thinking.
Right.
Bam, bam, bam. Okay,
Right.
go Nick.
Okay.
Hi Luke.
Chef.
Nick.
Cooks.
A
Mighty.
Needle.
along.
Danforth.
Avenue.
Shootout.
I think that's the end of the sentence. How am I supposed to follow? What a really dark.
Oh god, this is the first thing that came to mind when you said Danforth.
That had nothing to do with fresh rice or Asians whatsoever.
Hey, we're laughing though.
Okay, one more. I'll start this one.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Okay, timer. Rice.
Comedy.
Asians.
Rule.
The
World.
Yeah, that's all you need to end with right there.
Hey, and if you're angry, we'll also include Caucasians, alright?
Nah, it's gonna be.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just all
we
about
know
us.
that.
It's all about us
let
this
them,
time.
Let's let them Let's let them have a piece.
We're not smacking our head at shootout. Yes, we understand we're not. So one thing I want to ask, because this is an all Asian new comedians showcase, and Rice is an all Asian comedy showcase. So especially for us as new comedians, why is rice so important to you? Why are you excited about it? So whoever wants to go, jump in.
Yeah. For me, I think, yeah, like growing up, I don't think I saw a lot of Asian comedians on stage. Like, and I think it's a big deal because it's like the representation of like different perspectives and narratives of Asian folks and like what everybody's experience is. Because like we've all there's kinds of things that we talk about where we kind of echo each other, but everybody kind of has a different take on it, which is really cool and refreshing to see. I think it's seeing Asians from different communities, and it's also like, yeah, just the platform that we have to talk about what it means to be Asian to us, and like us defining that for ourselves is a really powerful thing. And yeah, like I know a couple of people are like newish to comedy, so I think it's like it's a really big deal to be able to have the kind of visibility that we have, and like just have it most focused on like Asian comedy. And there's some jokes that are just like meant for Asian folks, and if that's a way to like celebrate like our identity rather than like it being the joke, which it always is, or like around, like if we're talking about things like about our parents or us growing up or about like our home lives, it has been the joke for a while, and now it isn't, and it's more about just like representing and feeling good about ourselves and like living our best lives through some comedy.
Living our best lives. You know what's interesting about what you're saying there is that I know some people have said to me, or I've heard the comment that it's an all Asian comedy show, so it's like, why would you do that? And aren't they all going to be the same type of jokes?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: I've been to all white shows, and you guys don't all have the same jokes.
I mean.
But you know what I mean. It's like there's diversity in all our experiences.
Do you guys masturbate?
Yeah, except for that one. That's like a go-to.
No, but seriously, go watch live comedy.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. So yeah, I understand the representation so well. And you watched Filipino comedians growing up, right?
Yeah.
Like straight out of the Philippines.
Yeah, I did. I grew up watching like Filipino movies and Filipino actresses and like the teleserias.
Yeah. Throw some names out.
Yeah, like I did Los Ayas, Leo Salonga, Regina Vasquez, all the good stuff, and the quality of the movies are like terrible, but the acting is really cheesy and melodramatic, and that's what I love.
It's like,
and I think like
it's the bad parts about a lot of like entertainment that are your favorite
that's
parts. Like when it comes from your culture, like on the Italian side, my mom watches a lot of Italian shows, and I lived with her part of the time, and like there's like Italian game shows that like would never fly in North America at all, because like they'll have game shows where like they'll just have like breaks in the game show for like 5 to 10 minutes where there's no point. All it is they just have like 15 beautiful women walk out in bikinis.
Oh, that would never.
And then they just walk around and then they leave. Like there's no purpose. That's just a part of the show.
Yeah.
And then like my mom is super conservative, but she watches the show and she's like,
it's like nothing.
It's one of my favorite parts.
I noticed that Filipino comedy is very like physical.
Very physical.
Yeah.
Very outlandish.
Like slapstick.
It's very slapstick.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah.
And I feel like even now, like with the stand-up comedy scene in Toronto, like there's only like me and a couple of other people that I can count on my hand. So like there's still a lot of
Filipinos specifically.
Filipino women.
Yeah.
Filipino families, like stuff like that. Like there's still a lot of space that could be taken up.
Yeah.
So, like,
Filipino women, come on out.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be on the next Fresh Rice. Okay, so Nick, why is it important? Why are you excited about Fresh Rice?
I'm super excited just because it's an opportunity to have a platform where you can you have an opportunity to stand out, and like echoing a lot of what you said, growing up watching stand up, laughter is really important to be able to change people's minds about things. Because if you like, I watch a lot of Joe Rogan because I'm a dude. He's Oprah for men, right? That's what Joe Rogan is, right?
Get that.
And and like he has this thing that about stand up that he says that it's all it is like it's a form of mass hypnosis. What you're doing, if you're doing it right, you're letting people give up thinking and letting you think for them for the time that you're speaking. Right?
Yes, yeah.
And let's get some Asian people doing that. Like let's get them on stage and making jokes and not have those jokes be about stereotypes, right? Like there's nothing that makes me more angry than seeing someone do a joke where an accent is the punchline.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no joke to it. All it is just like, and then the telemarketer says thank you. Like that's not funny. That's just you're getting ignorant people to laugh at a funny sound that in your mind is hilarious, right? And like I'm half Indian and I look Persian, right? And but I'm not an Uber driver, right? So like let's get some different perspectives from people from different avenues of life, and it's awesome because this is an opportunity to be on a large stage and show off your skills that we've worked on. Like people think that we go on, like a lot of the times people think we go on stage and it's just like, oh, you're just doing that. It's like, how are you so funny in that moment? It's like, well, I've worked on these jokes for hundreds of hours, right?
So
like
hours.
I've gone out to shitty bars in Oshawa and Ajax and to Hamilton and tested them in front of all these different audiences.
But please book us for those shows.
Right. I mean, no, but like I'm really appreciative of them because that's when you get better.
That's when you get better.
You
Yeah.
do these.
Yeah.
And like some of the best sets I've had have been in these terrible venues, right?
It's true. It's true.
And it's just amazing to be able to be on the stage with a bunch of amazing other people and have a chance to put a world to it.
The world. Look at that bomb show. The world.
Yeah, we're international now.
We're international.
Yeah.
Beyonce's watching.
Economy.
Who else is watching? Beyonce, Angelina,
Leo.
Brad.
Leo is actually going to join us in a few
Leo
minutes.
DiCaprio is watching us.
Yeah,
Bob.
we have him in the green room.
Bob, please put them on the guest list. Trevor. Oh, thank you. Shall I read this? Let's be a narcissist for a sec. Trevor says you look like you did back then, so you don't need to worry.
Aww.
Thanks. I don't want to ever show any of those pictures from high school.
Thank
Lorna,
you, Lorna. Lorna is the
says,
best.
Nona.
Nona is the best.
Yeah. Doris says, share the video. Thank you, Doris. Haha, VIP. Yeah, because they're watching the show wrong, obviously. Me and Angelina.
Do you guys have this in your families? You were talking about how Filipinos like to force feed you, right?
Oh, yeah.
My nonna said this sentence verbatim, like a few months back. She was looking at me and she said, "You're getting fat. Have another piece of pizza." That is literally like there, but there was. I want to emphasize there was no break in between. She went like, she tapped my stomach, and she went, "You're getting fat. Have another piece of pizza." Like there was, like it's like the beginning part did not make any sense with the ending.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
They do that. Or like they'll like I think one of my cousins was filling into the plate and they were like, "Oh, don't do that. Like you might get too fat." And then someone else passes by and they're like, "You're getting so skinny." And it's like just mixed signals a lot.
Yeah. You always leave with like, well, now it's getting better, but it's still like plastic bags and leftovers and margarine tubs.
Yeah, it was just to say margarine potatoes,
Yeah.
right?
We're the original reuse, reduce, recycle.
Yeah.
Screw
I
you,
feel like Italians
hipsters.
and Filipinos really
Yeah.
run parallel in
Oh,
a lot
for
of ways,
sure.
right? Like super religious.
Mhm.
You know, Jesus is everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of the culture of it doesn't fall in line with what that means,
Yes.
right? Like you know, Catholicism and Christianity. A lot of it is like don't judge people, treat people kindly. I've never seen more gossip, back talking, and grudge holding than in Italian families.
Yeah.
And more judgment and criticism than in Italian families, and I feel like that might be similar.
That's the same. I feel like in Filipino culture, my family shows. I'm hoping they're showing me love by roasting me. Maybe they don't love me. I don't know.
I love a good roast.
Yeah, but don't you find that too? It's like a light roasting.
Yeah.
always,
I feel like and I feel like Asian parents like they're super straight up. Like they don't like my mom will look at me and be like that don't wear that. It's ugly. It makes you look like you're going to a funeral. Like it's like this is what I've been wearing the whole time. Like
and their nicknames for like cousins running around and stuff is like tapat, which is literally just like fatty. Like it's just there's just no. It's just culturally different that way, and it's not. It sounds weird to say that, but there's no harm meant. It's just literally calling it fun.
I like roasts where they hurt my feelings. But when it comes from someone I know, all right, let's be clear. But when it hits right at the core of one of your insecurities, and it you feel it in between your ribs. I like that. I like that because for me it means that they know me well enough.
Look at you.
It means that we're on that level that they know me well enough to know that would hurt. And it's like it hurts,
you
but also
turned that around. I know.
know
Look
me,
at that
right?
differently.
I know that's sadistic.
It is.
It is,
It is a little, but I'm not an embarrassed person. I don't really feel that a lot. I don't have a lot of social anxiety. I'm pretty comfortable in situations. So when I feel like something's really, really hard, it makes me feel alive.
It makes me feel alive. We have a few minutes left, but before we plug your social media, the one thing that I want to ask is, because we did do rehearsal, today I was panicking, and on my laptop I have all kinds of websites for clothing. Are you guys starting to prep for the 24th?
Shopping on Saturday.
Yeah, what about you, Marie?
I don't have any idea. I'm just working on my writing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll figure it out. It'll be good. Yeah.
It's this is a big deal for us, and
I'll say I probably won't eat the day of.
Yes, you know, it's funny because when I first started, I wouldn't be able to eat. No, not even that. I would just be too nervous, and so I would have to drink a smoothie so I could get something consistent. Yeah, I know. I'm better now.
I think I feel more excited than nervous. We'll see. But I think it's I think it's just more so having things feel like they're in place and all this stuff is out.
Which it will be.
Fun.
It will be. Honestly, the rehearsals were so good. Lorna says, sounds like my Jamaican family. Yep. Enough judgments, criticism, and a lot of it's like a cultural thing where I feel like roasting is how you show love. If no one says anything about you, I almost feel like, oh, so I don't exist. It's very odd.
I don't and there's none of the sugarcoating it's just the straight up
it's no sugarcoating at all.
Your hair looks like you look here.
Yes,
That's what
that's love.
Yeah.
It's tough love.
Tough love. That's why I'm so well adjusted.
It's what made us what we are now.
Yeah, that's why we're doing stand up.
I mean,
thank you, family.
That's what it is. Is I feel like I got a lot of my my personality, how I speak, how I interact with people from my dad, but I definitely get my sense of humor from my mom.
Yeah.
And she's got that sarcastic wit where she keeps it to herself, but then she'll do the thing where she'll lean over to me and say something. And then, but it's got to the point now we have such an inline sense of humor that we don't even have to say it. We just look at each other when we start laughing.
And you know, because you know what the punchline is.
Yeah, and before I came here, my sister put on this stupid show on YouTube. Do you know the show Botched?
No.
It's
yes.
the plastic surgery show about them fixing bot surgery.
Yeah.
But the thing she put on was the main doctor in that show's wife, just giving a tour of her ridiculous mansion.
Yeah.
And then so me and my mom were just watching this laughing because her face doesn't move at all.
Yeah.
Right? And so she doesn't even look human anymore. Mm-hmm. And then so some of the expressions don't even have emotion anymore.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've answered why it's important to you. I've already given my answer 3 times. But once again, I'll just say it again. It's just it's a big deal, and it's funny because sometimes I'll just randomly, like, I'll get in the shower and I'll get all emotional. I'm like, oh God, there's water falling on my face, because I'm like, to have how many of us are there in Fresh Rice? 8?
8 of us in Fresh Rice.
8. And then there's 3 headliner pros in Rice. And there's also Vong as well, who's headlining for Fresh Rice. And Ron Jossel, who's flying in from LA. So that's a lot of Asians on stage. Like, did you even know there were that many Asians? And to see, I can just imagine being in the audience. If my daughter was old enough, my son is going to be there. For them to see that, it's really impactful. And I don't even know if I realize it the majority of the time, only when I'm in the shower and I suddenly start crying.
That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up watching CBC. Like, I don't know if you guys did it as well, but like the fact that we're going to be on a stage that's where we know it's going to be distributed by them.
Yeah.
Like we can officially say we've done stuff for CBC, and like I'm just so thankful because of this. It's so amazing to be able to do this, and I'm doing it. For me, it's so much sooner than I expected to do anything. Right? When you start stand up, you like I'm going to do this for years in obscurity before I get any sort of recognition. Right? And like it's over a year in, and like
Not in Oshawa, though.
Yeah.
Not in Oshawa. Okay, so social media. Where can people find you, and what is your handle, Marie?
So you can find me on Instagram at Soto and Friends, SOTTO and Friends. And then Marie Soto on Facebook and in real life.
In real
Here.
life. Yeah, there you go.
And for me on Instagram, I'm at Nick Fernandez Comedy. That's Fernandez with an S. And on Facebook, it's Nick Fernandez.
There you go. And you know me. I'm Veronica Antipola, but sassy _la_ letter V. That's on Instagram. If you search it on Facebook, I am there as well. We are at our time, but next week is the very last installment episode of Fresh Rice Comedians. It's Josh Gang and producer Vong Show. Excited!
There you go.
Woo-hoo! Vong! Burp, burp, burp. Can we get that? There, Vong! Yeah!
Oh,
Yeah. What? He remixed it for you too, Vong. For Fresh Rice. One more time. What? And we are out. Kind of late. Come back next week, Wednesday, 9:45 p.m. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Bye.
they probably charge for it.
So then when I cook it, that's where I get more views. Oh, so much.
Yeah, that would be one.